What's up, guys? Got a cool one to show off. It's been a minute since I have put a video up. I was out of town all week. So going back strong, we have done a Spartan build for Buddy, and he had a nice collar palette for it, but we decided instead of doing it on the dial, on the brass dial, and do these colorways on here, we would instead do them within the bezel. So we did a nice little overlay of the three-way color to see where they aligned, and then custom painted an antique bronze cerakoted bezel in the red, lime green, and like a darker navy blue. So we've got a brass distressed dial. I did brass Acheron and then partially sanded it. So you get a little bit different look each way you look at it on there. A silver Moldova handset. This is in a brushed case. We did a custom engraved crown here for his initials. Low profile exhibition caseback, a gilded rotor, and a stainless steel movement holder in there. We did a brushed link bracelet on this, and then custom lasered for him. So that is your build, man. I thought it came together well. For what you wanted, we were able to do it. I was quite happy with that. I was a little worried with matching the colorways on it and everything. So it came out pretty nice. So bezels on these will turn left. They will turn right. They are held on with a tension ring, and they're on pretty tight. So you can turn it left and it will stay. It's going to be tough. Like with one finger, you really got to push on there. So 2 fingers will help you move it a little bit. So you shouldn't accidentally bump it too much. It is about flush. So unless you'd hit it right on top of that, you shouldn't accidentally like turn it, as I'm rubbing against it. So automatic mechanical, you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit before you put it on so that you don't lose time throughout the day. You've got that rotor back there, and the movement will wind your watch a bit. But if you're going to be driving or sitting at a desk or something like that, wind it a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it clicking. At that point, you'll notice it's off of the tubes. A little bit of play there, but you'll hear that it's clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything. That doesn't put any input in there, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you'll keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry. You can wind it all day if you want. When you're good, pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. You'll notice you got a wobble crown. That deflects the lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So if you're pushing and prying on it, you're not bending anything. If you don't like it, just pull a little bit straight, and you will not feel that. And then just go through it. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 5:08 p.m.
5:08 p.m. When you're good, push it over. Get it out of that time setting. And then wind it down. And that is your build, sir. Let's kick it up a little bit so we can see a little bit more back here. So that is your build. Brass style. That's with every belt. You're going to get matching beads, and then the wife decided what would be best but matching beads to that. So you've got your red at the top, you've got your silver, and you've got your blue and green with some little brass ways in between. So literally as perfect as she could make beads. So that I was quite happy with that as well. So this is going to come in a special edition BBW brown box. It's going to come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts of this watch as a whole. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon that we just repackaged. This is an acrylic glass, and you can scratch it. But if you do put a tiny bit of this on it and buff against it using your included microfiber, buff against the scratch, not with it, filling the scratch, and then buff it in semicircles. If you generate some heat with your thumb, you should knock it out in about 20 seconds. If you don't, let it dry a while and then do another application. Don't brush with the scratch or you will take it right back out. So you want it to kind of harden and solidify in there. So just use what you need. A tiny bit will work, I promise. So that's your build, man. I appreciate you reaching out and wanting me to build you something, and I think it came together awesome. So if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.